Welcome back to the channel. This is Tartarian Explorer here. My actual name is Steve. I also have Instagram, Steve the Explorer. I love to check out old world buildings, and I plan to go around this whole plane and check out the most amazing old world buildings that just blow your mind away. Today I have a special treat for you. It's called Boldt Castle in Upstate New York, on the border between Canada and the St. Lawrence River. But before I get to that, repping the Tartarian merchandise. This is from T Public. I just ordered 5 shirts. I don't actually sell them. I just ordered them. But if you're interested, I'll send you links to what I get, and hopefully I can help you to just by showing it off and see if you like it. You can get it too. And I love going in public with this stuff. And I have bumper stickers, and I'm getting puzzles, and I want to get some coffee mugs. So Modern Mind Explorer, shout out to Modern Mind Explorer on Instagram, sent me some free Shilajit resin. I told him about the t-shirts, and he was really grateful, and he supported my work. So thank you. I believe this company is VibeMedX. I'll leave a link in the description. I take Shilajit with coffee, and it seems to work pretty well. I was a little hesitant to take supplements since I stopped taking most of my supplements lately. Most of your health you can just build through fasting, but I do like the effect of it, and I do recommend it. So I'll put a link in the description, like I said. So really excited to share. Check it out. Surrounded by the dazzling waters of the St. Lawrence River, just off the coast of Alexandria Bay, is an island dedicated to love. Heart Island, which does actually resemble a heart, is home to the 120-room Rhineland-style Boldt Castle, which was originally commissioned by George Boldt as a gift to his wife Louise in 1900. Not only is this castle breathtaking, there's also hearts hidden all throughout the grounds and structures. Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 24th. I'm here in a small town of Argyle, New York. Today we're making the journey to Boldt Castle, Alexandria Bay on the St. Lawrence River. It's about 4 hours northwest of here. Very excited to share this journey with you all. And we'll post updates along the way. Thanks for coming on the journey. Enjoy. Here we are in Lowville, New York. Just wanted to show you some of these cool buildings here. The whole ride up, we've been kind of seeing small little towns with like churches and old world buildings. Church bells. Bonnie Castle, I suppose. Uncle Sam boat tours. It's a cool little street. We'll have to check out the main street when we get back. Lunch buffet cruise. Interesting. Alright, got the ticket? One ticket for both of us. I'm just documenting it all. We got a little bit of time? I'll walk down the street a little bit. Alright, I want to get a video of this. Just a little bit of my clothes. Here we have buildings that were built before the main castle. The arch, patterned after the Arch de Triomphe, was intended to provide a formal grand entry for launches that would deliver guests from large yachts anchored in deep water, or from other islands and the mainland. The arch was to be a welcoming point for guests and symbolize Boldt's triumph over poverty. Stones were cut and delivered for double rows of columns, which would enclose a covered walkway extending from each side of the arch. A drawbridge within the opening was to provide a promenade on the embankment of the Swan Pond. Unfortunately, this ambitious project was far from complete when work was ceased at the death of Louis Boldt. Here we have Ulster Tower, the Boldt's playhouse. It was the very first structure Boldt erected on Hart Island. Its design suggests a defense tower similar to those on the Ulster River in Germany. But this curious mini-castle probably was not pre-designed, since it would have been nearly impossible to describe its eccentric and irregular forms on paper. It was likely improvised by Boldt himself in a highly personal manner, and evolving as it rose. This building was intended for the entertainment of guests and the Boldt children. The ornate shell room was to be used for dancing, and was so named because of the shape of the roof. The basement housed a bowling alley, and the upper floors were to include a billiard room, library, bedrooms, cafe, grill, and kitchen. Unlike the main residence, which was never completed, this whimsical playhouse was completed and occupied by the Boldt family during the 4 years when the castle was being erected. After extensive renovations to repair the deterioration of the edifice, Ulster Tower is now open to visitors. Sarah, right? I think you can go. Wait till I get closer. Wow. Perfect day. We already got the yacht house ticket, right?
The what?
The yacht house ticket? Okay. are, Sarah. Is there a pool somewhere? Is the pool cool? Let's follow the sign for the pool and see. I'm following these people. They're going to the pool. It's too late. They tossed a lot of coins in there already, huh? Wow. This is kind of like, imagine your chateau. This is like about 10 times bigger than that. Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is a pool here. Oh, I remember.
How much do you think bigger than the chateau you think it is, Sarah? The one that you're watching?
Like 10 times.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. I have to get.
There's some of that building material there.
I know. I have to get a few clips from the glass ceiling inside.
I'm gonna sit and I need a glass of. I'm gonna get a bottle of water.
All right. I'm gonna go inside and do a couple more videos, and I'll meet you. Where are you gonna be? Oh, up at the food thing. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to run through some official history here. Keep in mind, this is the official history. This is what we are told. May or may not be the truth, but it's what we have to go by. This is the Grand Hallway and Staircase. The rehabilitation efforts of the Grand Hall is one of the Bridge Authority's greatest accomplishments. The area is completely unrecognizable today compared to when the property was first received in 1977. The stained glass dome was only an empty steel frame. The Italian Carrara marble for the staircase and hall floors were never installed, and the subfloor was covered in dirt. Fortunately, part of the original plaster ceiling was completed and somehow survived through the years of abandonment, allowing contractors in 1995 to cast replica molds demonstrating the authentic craftsmanship of the era. Now, some of this is debatable. There's people saying that they are not following what Boldt had originally intended, but that's up for debate. In 1999, the grand staircase was completed, followed by the installation of the marble floor, oak millwork, and completion of the stained glass dome in 2001. On display throughout the Grand Hall are several pieces of the reproduction artworks, with the exception of 2 original watercolor paintings of the island by Philadelphia, Pennsylvania artist Frank H. Taylor. Frank Taylor was an illustrator and writer for Harper's Weekly and likely knew George Boldt. I'm going to go over some history of the island. The 5-acre island, now known as Hart Island, once was called Hemlock Island, owned by Charles and John Walton of Alexandria Bay. The Waltons sold Hemlock Island to Mr. Eleazar Kirk Hart, H-A-R-T, for $100 on July 31st, 1871. He then renamed it Hart, H-E-A-R-T Island. In 1872, Eleazar invested $10,000 to have a summer cottage built on the island. Kirk died in 1893. Mr. Edward Dewey purchased the property from Mr. Hart's widow for $10,000 on June 21st, 1895. 11 days later, he transferred ownership to Louis Boldt for only $1. He altered the shape of the island to a more heart shape. Started building. He built first the arch peristyle and Ulster Tower with the bowling alley inside. He removed the summer cottage, which was slid in sections across the frozen St. Lawrence River to become the Willacy house and part of the Thousand Islands Country Club. Louis Boldt died in 1904, and construction on the castle stopped completely. The building was left standing as a unfinished monument to love. Okay, so here we are at the powerhouse and clock tower, likely one of Boldt Castle's most photographed structures. Located on the eastern end of Hart Island, it was designed in the fashion of a medieval tower. To date, it was one of the Thousand Islands Bridge Authority's largest reconstruction projects. After a fire in 1939, severely damaged the building. Now, I was reading it was caused by fireworks. A fireworks party gone wrong. Today it stands as George Boldt had originally intended, rising out of the St. Lawrence River from an underwater shoal, connected to Hart Island by its one-of-a-kind picturesque arch stone bridge. While its design is beautiful, it was designed as much for function as fashion. It housed 2 generators that would supply electricity to the entire island. Unfortunately, much of the original equipment has been lost. Only a few pieces remain on display. The 2 steam generators that were housed here included a dynamo room that would supply electricity via current to nearly 500 incandescent light bulbs across the island, and 3 auto engines which connected to a gold pump that supplied water to the main castle. The cemented floor area was for storing coal, which was likely the predominant method of fueling engines. Coal was supplied to the building by barge through the threshold that opens to the waterway. What I find most interesting is the original clock and chimes tower were created as a smaller reproduction of the Westminster chimes in London, England. The silver chimes were purchased from one of the John Wanamaker stores and stood between 12 and 14 feet tall. It was said that the chimes played every half hour and they could be heard for miles across the river. So here's some more information about the accident. The powerhouse also suffered severe damage after the tile roof was accidentally set ablaze by fireworks in 1939, which left the building exposed to the elements until restoration in 1990, and also destroyed, sadly, the chimes and original clock, which were never replaced. So here we are leaving Hart Island on the way to the yacht house. Now, this is an optional journey you can take. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you really like boats and the history of boats. I have some footage I took here, but this video is getting kind of long, so if you're interested in more content about Boldt Castle and the yacht house, shoot me a comment. I may consider making additional footage in further videos. But for now, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, as it helps grow my channel and I can travel to more places and bring you some more beautiful footage. Have a great day. Peace.